1. The departure of Saint Yousab, 52nd Pope of Alexandria. On this day of the year 841 AD, the Holy Father Abba Yousab, 52nd Pope of Alexandria, departed. He was son of one of the rich nobles of Minuf. When his parents departed and left him, certain believers raised him. When he grew up, he gave most of his money as alms. Then went to the desert of St. Macarius and became monk with a holy old man. When Abba Marcus II became 14th Pope of Alexandria and heard about Yusuf's conduct, he called him. When Yusuf wished to go back to the desert, Abba Marcus ordained him a priest and sent him back. He stayed in the desert of the period time till the departure of Abba Simon II, 51st Pope. The papal throne remained unoccupied until some of the bishops agreed with some of the laymen of Alexandria to choose a married man who had bribed them. When the rest of the bishops knew that, they detested the action and prayed to God to guide them to whom he chose. The Lord guided them to Abba Yousab, and they remembered his good conduct and management while he was with the father Abba Marcus. They sent some of the bishops to bring them. They prayed to God, saying, "We beseech thee, O Lord, if thou have chosen this father for this honor, let the sign be that we find this door our upon our arrival." When they arrived, they found his door open, for he was bidding farewell to some visiting monks. So he received them with joy and welcomed them to his house. When they entered, they seized him and told him, "Agios, he is worthy." He cried out and wept. He started to reveal them his shortcomings and sins, but they did not accept his excuses, and they took him to Alexandria and placed their hands over him. When he sat upon the throne of Saint Mark, he greatly cared for the churches. He brought with remain of his own income properties and bestowed them on the churches. He continually taught the people and did not neglect any of them. However, Satan became envious and brought much sorrow upon him. The bishop of Tanis and Miser angered the people of the parishes because of their matter of dues. Abba Yusuf condemned their actions and asked them often to be merciful to their flocks, but they would not accept his behest. The flock cried out to him, saying, If you force us to obey them, we shall turn to another denomination." He exerted a great effort to reconcile between them, but it was in vain. He called the bishops for the parishes and told them about these two bishops and repudiated their works. The bishops excommunicated them. When they excommunicate when they were excommunicated, they went to the governor in Cairo and brought a false accusation against this father. The governor sent his brother the prince with some soldiers to bring the patriarch to him. When they came to the patriarch, the governor's brother drew his sword to kill him. But the Lord thrust aside his hand, and the sword struck a pillar and was broken. This prince became furiously angry, so he drew his dagger and drove it with all his might into the side of his father. The dagger did not do any harm to him other than cutting his apparel, and did not reach his flesh. The prince realized that the patriarch had divine grace and heavenly protection guarded him from being slain. He respected him and brought him to his brother and told him about what had happened. The governor also respected and thanked him. The governor asked the patriarch about the accusation that was made against him. The patriarch proved to him the falsehoods, the falsehoods of their accusations, and informed him about the matter of the two bishops. The governor was convinced and honored the patriarch and ordered that no one should disobey him in any ordination or removal of any bishops or in any other work concerning the church. He continually preached the sin to the sinners and admonished the disobedient, establishing the people in the orthodox faith which he had received from his fathers. He interpreted to them what was hard for them to understand, guiding them with his teachings and prayers. God made manifest great signs and wonders to this holy father. Having finished this pleasing life to God, he departed in peace after having sat on the throne of Saint Mark 19 years and having been a monk for 39 years, before which he had lived about 20 years. His prayers be with us. Amen. On this day also is the commemoration of the martyrdom of St. Dionysius, Bishop of Corinth, who became a martyr in the days of Diocletian and Maximianus. He endured many severe tortures for the sake of his faith in Jesus, to whom is the glory, until finally they cut off his neck and received the crown of eternal glory. His prayers be with us, and glory be to our God forever. Amen.